Happy 500 subscribers. Happy 500 subscribers, guys. Take out your drink right now as you're watching me. Your juice. This is juice. And let's celebrate to 500 subscribers and the road to 1K. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. I truly appreciate it, and I love you all so much. From your favorite internal audit YouTuber. Love you guys. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me for the first time, I go by the name of Gift Somakwabe, also known as Soma K. And it's been 3 weeks since I uploaded. I know I'm guilty, but we are back with another video, and I just wanted to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We've hit 500 subscribers, so I think now I'm on 538. So we are moving, we are growing, and the community page has been opened, so you need to keep in touch with me via YouTube. I have started posting already. That's where I'm going to interact with you guys a lot, ask you questions, you can comment, you can vote in the polls and everything. So yeah guys, we're almost a year old with this channel, and it's nice to see people coming through, and people are on DMs, people are on emails, and they're all asking me questions about internal audit. So I'm happy that I'm fulfilling my purpose. So today's video, I came up with a couple of questions that I feel you would like me to answer, and questions that I've actually gotten via inboxes that I feel everybody should know about. So I have a voice behind the camera that's going to assist me with the questions, and I will answer to the best of my ability.
So Gift, tell me, like, would you advise students to go for internal auditing, except like going for Big Four companies?
For me, I would advise students to actually apply. Sometimes you do get rejected. I was rejected the first time I applied, and then the second time I got in. So do have that vision, that picture of I can make it to the Big Four if I want to, and if I don't, there's still great companies that are willing to also take students in. I just think we should not be limited. A lot of students focus on applying at the Big Four only, and then what happens is when they all get rejected, they now panic because they didn't know that there's other companies, medium-sized companies, small-sized companies that are also willing to help you in your career and help you understand the route you can take in internal audit. So I would advise you guys, if you're studying internal audit, if you're not, you still have a chance to actually get into internal audit. I know people that studied IT and engineering and all of that, and they are doing audit work. So it is a great career.
Yeah, that's nice. I like it. I think, like, continuing, like, this is one of the main questions that people are always looking at. Should the salary package be a main reason for choosing a company?
This one. Okay, so salary, we all love money, right? But for me personally, I don't think it should be your go-to. It should not be your deal breaker. What I mean by that is, we've had people that earn much more than a different company, but the experience is not the same. If you look at the organization you're going for, you need to look at the kind of exposure you're going to get. You need to think long term. You can make the money now, but what happens to your career? What happens to your exposure? What happens to you getting mentorship and all the skills that you need? And then you look at it in a long term way. You get everything now, the skills, you know, you're equipped, and then by the time you want to go out into the world, by the time you want to progress in your career, you now have two benefits. You have the money and you have the experience. So don't allow salaries to be your main reason for choosing a firm. You need to look at a lot of things. You need to look at the culture. Does it fit with who you are? You need to look at the work ethic that they have, their reputation, and just ask people around that you know, or via LinkedIn, if they're working there, what is it like, and just see if that resonates with your personality. So for me, salary, it should not be the main thing. And another point is, just be careful in terms of salary. If there's a difference of like 1,000 Rand, I don't think it's something you can cry about. But if you're going to a place where you have a difference of 10,000, 15,000, then the variance allows you to start weighing out your options. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned something very interesting on the question you just answered about the long terms. Is it possible to leave before the contract ends?
Is it possible to leave before the contract ends? Well, technically you signed up for 3 years, so you want to be in this firm for 3 years. You want to get the experience, you want to finish, complete everything and be signed off. But things do happen, personal things happen. You also make your own choices, you want to leave. And I think with that, it takes you communicating with the human resources, communicating with your partners, your management, and just explaining your situation. Sometimes opportunities do come before the 3 years and you just feel like I need to go, but be able to justify your reason, be able to communicate as well on time so that you can serve your leave, they can find replacements and stuff. But it is possible to actually leave before 3 years.
I think you've answered that greatly. Okay, I think continuing, like what are the expectations of a Big Four? Like when you got there, what was in your head? We thought maybe you're going to be a tea girl or just someone who's going to be working overtime all the time.
Tea girl overtime, yeah. So there's a lot of work, guys. You do push overtime if you need to. The tea girl stuff and all of that, for me personally, I have not experienced that. I just think the expectations there is they really want you to learn. They really want you to ask questions. They need you to be sharp, you know, be alert in the sense of know when to ask, what to ask. Don't be just quiet in the background as an associate and just think that you're going to learn everything by just taking in what they give you without asking. So you need to really ask questions. That's what they expect from you. I think if you're too quiet, they really get worried. They're really concerned with people that just started their career, because they need you to get the work right, produce the right quality. And I think another thing is mental health. You know, a lot of organizations are big on mental health nowadays, so they expect you to communicate when you're not okay. You know, we tend to think that organizations don't care about your family, your personal time, but they really want you to have a nice work-life balance, be able to take care of yourself, because this is the same body, the same brains, the same skills that produce the work. So if you're not going to be okay mentally, physically, you can't do the work. So you need to also communicate. They expect that from you. And yeah, I think another thing is they just expect you to do your work, you know, to perform at best as much as you can.
Nice. Okay, continuing, like I would like to know, what is the admin behind being an internal auditor?
Okay, being an associate, okay, I want to say associate when you start, like, okay, yeah, being an internal audit, there's a lot of admin, and I think nobody tells us about it really. You don't actually think of it, because you're like, I'm going to work, I work, and that's it. Yo, with this career, there's something called timesheets. So this thing needs you to document what you do every single day. You know, you need to account for your 8 hours. They need to know, because you work on a budget with your clients. So you can't blow up the budget where you are chilling for 8 hours, for 3 days, and you're not doing your work. There's a budget and they expect this audit to take 2 months or 5 weeks or whatever. And timesheets help them understand what's happening with our money, what's going on with our resources. The other admin is, you know, you have your leave days, you have, like for us, I think your leave days, your sick leave, you kind of have to also plan around it, because you're a resource in the engagement, in the audit engagement, and you can't just disappear whenever you want to, because you are a key person in that team. The other admin would be, you know, when you start at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of things you need to fill in. You need to fill in your profile. You need to complete information on the system. You need to submit things, and you're trying to learn everything in one go, and it's a lot. And with our career, we have expenses, because sometimes you travel, so you need to submit expenses. You need to, like, there's always something that you have to learn. You always have to ask somebody. So yeah, there's a lot of admin behind that. And as an internal auditor as well, you need to complete an LTS. So this is something like your learning tracking system. These are competency skills that you've acquired throughout your training. So that also needs to be completed. And you know, you have your CIA that you need to write. So you need to submit documents. You need to, like, it's a lot of admin, guys. But yeah, that's an overview.
Okay, you mentioned like there's a lot of admin that you're dealing with. Since like you're still starting your job and you're still new, what kind of support system that are you getting like as an associate?
Oh, the support system is great. Like, the support system is great. We have buddies. These are people who started last year, the year before you, and they support you because they know how you feel and they learned some things and they teach you. We have coaches, coaches. We are the coaches, yeah. We have coaches. Coaches check up on you regularly, maybe once, twice a week, twice a month, once, I don't know, depending on your coach. So your coach helps you set up your goals, what do you want to achieve, you know, when do you want to get your CIA, those type of things. Then you have like maybe people that support you for your CIA, you know, you want to write your CIA, and people that have passed, they give you the support. Then you have your managers, you have the senior associates, you have partners. The support is great. And then you have like, you know, your psychological support as well, that assist in terms of finances and emotional support. So the support is great. And then yeah, family, of course, because they know that sometimes it's rough. So the support is great, guys. Don't think that you're going to come here and be alone.
Okay, next question. As an internal auditor, like, what is your responsibility as an employee at an organization?
So the responsibility as an employee, guys, be very careful what you post on social media. I would say you really know that you're part of this firm, and you need to be very careful of what you post, what you say, because it really comes back and bites you, and they link it to the role that you play, the job that you do. And if they pick it up and see that you're from a company that is so well known, you're kind of putting them in disrepute. So you need to be really responsible with the information you give out. When you speak to family, you know, you can't just speak about clients and confidential information. These are things that we learn in code of ethics. So yeah, you need to really take responsibility and be accountable.
Okay, one more question for you for today. What advice would you give to employees, not just like where you're working, but just generally when they're going to a work field, from graduate or anywhere that they're coming from?
Okay, so the advice I'd give, I think I did this in the ACA report that I presented. I'd say just be yourself, have confidence, understand what it takes to be a professional. Are you willing to be ethical? Are you willing to apply confidentiality? Are you willing to, you know, go the extra mile at times when you need to make sure that you do your work to the best of your ability? Those are the things. You need to be willing to make sacrifices as well. Working at a 9-to-5 job is not easy, you know, so understand the kind of person you are. Are you flexible, or are you a person that is okay with being in the office? Are you a person that loves people? You know, you need to look at the job that you're going for. You need to be able to talk to people. So you need to work on your weaknesses and make them your strengths. So that's the advice I'd give, that reevaluate yourself before you go into the organization, because sometimes we want to blame the organization, but we don't look at our faults, our weaknesses as well that affect our job. So yeah, that is it from me, and thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope I helped a lot. If you still have extra questions, drop them on the comments. Hit me up on Instagram, LinkedIn, via email, and the YouTube community page. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.